This is gonna be a cool day. So we've got climbing routes here at Boulder where you can climb the rocks, obviously rock climbing. I'll give you an example. Check this out. So that is one of our climbing routes. You can climb up there. There will be auto belays at the very top, and you can climb the rocks here at Boulder. What we're doing today is we're gonna insert some artificial handholds to make the climbing routes a little easier. You're gonna have two options. One option is climb it based on the rock itself that's been carved. You can climb that route. That would be the, we'll call it natural climbing route. Or second option is we will have artificial handholds, you know, screwed into the rock that you can grab onto just to make it a little bit easier. And so what we're doing today is we're identifying where we want those artificial handholds to be. And we've got my man Jeff Snyder and his son Colin here to make climbing routes. Gentlemen,
hi.
I'm gonna make a video about y'all making this awesome climbing routes.
How's it going?
Dude, are you already done with one?
We're done with one.
That was like 10 minutes.
So these formations are super cool because the majority of the holds are gonna be natural holds, which are super fun to hang on to. They feel more like real rock than anything I've ever experienced. But to make sure that we can get, allow young children to be successful, anybody of any ability to be successful, we're going through and making sure we can put some additional climbing holds on the wall to make things a little more doable for someone who might not have climbed very much before, someone who might be very young, just to make sure that they have the best possible experience here at the Boulder Adventure Park.
Now you've seen what they're doing. Let me show you the handholds or footholds that we're gonna put in. So he's climbing it, he's marking it with tape of where we need extra holds to make the route a little easier. And here's what the holds look like. Open one of these up. All right, so there you go. So what they do, where they're putting that tape, we're gonna drill a hole, and then that gets drilled into the wall. And you can see this just has a much better either handhold or an excellent foothold to go on that wall. And they're natural colors, grays, blacks, whites, so it doesn't really pop too much off the wall, but makes it a little easier to climb for people like me that need it. Not all of us are as skilled as Jeff and Colin, but they're route setting right now. It's going good. All right, jumping ahead. Now we are on top of Faith's Edge. Jeff is setting his top rope anchors. There's 4 routes on Faith's Edge. There's a little look. This is the fallen tree. Hasn't been painted yet. It's all carved out. Meticulous detail. Totally incredible. We'll give you a little preview of some other stuff while we're up here. So he puts his anchors on, drops his rope down. Colin down there. So we're about 45 feet up at the moment. That lift, that's how we got up here. And the rope's about to go on down. Rope. Rope is down. All right, while we're up here, we'll give you another little tour. Top of Faith's Edge. What you do, you take the Via Ferrata up. Climb over here, you come up, and you get a little cool view on top of Faith's Edge. That is the end of the route when you come back across that log. And then while you're up here, you go right up to the edge. That's why it's called Faith's Edge. And then super cool, this just got put in yesterday, the inverted ladder. So you come over here to this ladder, you climb down that ladder as part of the Via Ferrata. That's just a little bit of a teaser on the Via Ferrata. But meanwhile, the route setting continues over here on Faith's Edge. All right, now we got the top rope affixed to Faith's Edge. We got 4 routes on Faith's Edge. Jeff's gonna start figuring out the route setting. I love these routes, they look awesome. the next set of routes. We got Colin belaying them. Don't mind that, that'll get filled in. That was previously temporary access. All right, Colin, you're gonna climb one of these routes today and name it. You know that.
Yeah, I am. I'm thinking.
All right, that's right. No pressure.
No pressure.
We're gonna call it that route forever.
Okay. No pressure at all.
That's right. So what we're doing, there's a tradition in rock climbing that the first person to climb a route gets to name it. So Colin and Jeff are each gonna pick one of these routes to be the first ascent, which means you climb it without falling or without support, and then you get to name it. So I put a little pressure on them today. Told them they're gonna get to pick a route and then name it. So they gotta start thinking about what they wanna do. So in total here at Boulder, we've got 8 different routes. You can see way up there, that circle will eventually get an auto belay attached to it. Here's a route. Route 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 different climbing routes on this structure. The name of this whole structure is called Faith's Edge. So think of this structure like Faith's Edge is kind of like El Capitan at Yosemite. But within El Capitan, there's all these different routes that get named by the person that climbed it first. So this is Faith's Edge. It's got 4 different routes. This is called Grits Peak. It also has 4 routes, 2 on this side. You can see Jeff is climbing one of them right now. And then Grits Peak has 2 more, which you saw them climb earlier. 2 more over here. So in order to name a route, you gotta be the first one to climb it without falling, without support. And so Colin and Jeff, I have no doubt that they're gonna be able to climb something without falling. Then they're gonna get to name 2 of the routes, and we'll do other videos when we name the other 6. But that is what we got going on at Boulder today. We're climbing Grits Peak, Faith's Edge, route setting to put some handholds in place. All right, this is the first ever ascent at Boulder Adventure Park. My man Colin here is about to climb. You're going on the right side?
Yep.
Okay, ignore this, that will get filled in and it'll look like concrete in the end. But he's gonna start here. He's gonna run all the way up this one. Now this rock is called Grits Peak. When he finishes this ascent, he'll tell us the name of this. He's gonna keep us in suspense at the moment. He's gonna do the first ascent and then Colin gets to name it. All right, what do we think this difficulty level is?
I'd say it's probably what in climbing we talk about routes being 5th class. It would be a route you have to rope before, and there's a second number in that rating. We call this a 5-9, I think. If all naturals. Once we put some other holds, we'll be able to mix the difficulty up for other people to be able to access it.
That's good.
Okay.
All right, so that alone tells me Colin's a far better climber than I am because I can't do a 5-9. And so here we go. He did it! That was phenomenal. Great work. Now you got to tell us what's the name.
I think I'm gonna go with scrambled eggs.
I like that.
Yeah.
Right on. Scrambled eggs. Nice work, Colin.
It's really fun. Thank you so much.
All right, your dad thought it was about a 5-9. What do you rate it at? Because that's what matters.
I'm gonna go with a 5-8 plus maybe.
5-8. Okay. Yeah. Scrambled eggs. There it is. Scrambled eggs on Grits Peak. Oh man, now it's time for Jeff to do a first ascent. Yes. So what they did, they put all that little blue tape, not sure if you can see it, or we're gonna put the artificial holds. But Jeff is about to attempt the first ascent on this route on Faith's Edge. He's already told me the name, so why don't you tell us what it is?
I think I'm gonna call it Dragon's Tail. I think it's got this cool little tail-looking feature on it.
Yes.
Kind of an arret.
It's a great name. Jeff, what do you think this difficulty level is?
It's probably in that 5-8 range too.
Yeah.
The top has a little thin section that might be a little harder without additional holds.
Okay. Dragon's Tail because of that sweet tail heading up right there. It's a great name. Nice work. How'd you feel?
Great. It's cool.
Nice work. All right, there you have it. You got to see us set some routes on the climbing routes. We named Scrambled Eggs and Dragon's Tail. Huge shout out to Jeff and Colin Snyder for helping us out. Here we are at Boulder. Are you bold enough?